What's going on YouTube? It's me, Villain5. I'm back here with another action figure review type video. This one isn't really necessarily an action figure, and the whole unboxing bit was a bit too hard for me to film because just basically due to the scale of this figure. In this we'll be going over the figure itself, what it can do, articulation wise and such, as well as the accessories it comes with, and I'll do my traditional size comparisons I like doing. Alrighty then, so starting off with the figure himself, we have the new Hot Toys Sofvi Galactus. So this one is the newest of the Sofvi line. It's that stands for soft vinyl, which is what the figure is made out of. Standing about 28 inches tall, you can see head to toe. This guy is full of detail. On the face, it has line work. On the entire thing, there's some sort of something going on. And the figure himself is just as I said, it's very big. It's very big. Okay. Even the box itself, that's why I couldn't film the whole unboxing thing, because the box itself was 3 feet big and big box. Okay, I myself am only 5'6", so that's more than half my height. I couldn't fit the whole thing in camera, so that's why we're just doing this. In fact, here, hold on, I gotta set this down for a second. This is the box it came in, what they shipped the sucker in, this box is ridiculous. I can even fit it on frame without bumping into something that's just around me. Yeah, you can just set that down. I'm using it basically as a podium, just something to put the figure itself on and use as a makeshift desk, because my desk was not big enough and I don't have that much room around to set up a whole camera thing using my desk. So we're gonna use this instead. Back to the figure, just going over a few key details here. We're gonna start with articulation. So this thing does not move as you would a traditional action figure. I wouldn't even call this an action figure. I'd call it just a figure. That's the difference to me. You have these ones in the background, you can't really see them, but these ones in the background, they are action figures. They got 20 points of articulation, probably more than that. They got the whole shebang, big. They got swap out hands, swap out head sculpts, a lot of accessories, whatever it comes with. And this one, figure himself, a couple of accessories I'll explain in a minute, and very limited articulation. The arms move, here, this one moves way far out, this one not as high. The wrist, gauntlet, whatever this is, it moves like that. You can move the thing all the way around, and it goes back to about there. Same with this steel, not as far back. And also it is bent on this arm here, but it has the same deal with the wrist, doing that. As far as the waist goes, you can turn them sideways to that angle, as well as about the same going the other way. If I can do this without snapping it in half, that'd be nice. But there. So he can turn side to side based on that, and the head can go side to side like that, and the other side like that. Not really up, kind of looking down, it goes like that. And I would say a whole 360 turn, but the first time I did that, the head popped right off the figure, and it's not it's broken or nothing. It can do that, that's just how it works. So not really much in articulation. Again, waist down is just solid. You can't move it, you can't bend it, you can't do anything with it, which for me personally isn't that big of a deal, because I'm kind of a bit biased because it's the only Galactus figure I own. If I own the HasLab or something like that, probably have a different opinion. Even my opinion now just on that one. That one is clearly better, as an action figure. You can move it a lot more. The colors are brighter, it's more comic booky, there's more lights or whatever crap. This one, just as having it just as its own little piece, for me it's a 7 out of 10. It works great, and I haven't even showed the best feature. With this one, really stands its ground is in the light up feature. So here, if you take out this little back panel from its head, it pops right out. It's not like screws or anything holding it in. I will say screws are very annoying. It took me a day to get that stupid little screw out because the thing was like, it's so tiny. I couldn't find a little screwdriver small enough to get in there. One thing I saw people saying was they wish it was like a USB, like you could just plug it in like via the leg or something, having a wire going up to the lights. That deal would have worked perfectly, but nope, I spent like a day shipping this stupid thing away, hacking it open with a screwdriver. There was probably a more simple way, but on my specific copy, like, the screw, it was moving, it just wasn't coming out, wasn't moving up or down. Like, it was twisting, it just wasn't doing anything. Anyways, little tangent aside, I finally got it open, and I was able to turn the lights on. And good God, they are bright. Not look directly into these, you will hurt your eyes, it will be awful. But, you just pop this thing right back in there, the eyes light up. And for me, that's like the coolest thing ever. Like, I'm gonna go turn on my overhead light real quick, and it'll just be in the semi-dark, won't be in the complete dark, but you'll see just how bright these suckers are. Alright, like I said, not in complete darkness, but there's like the still light from my computer, and my monitors and all that jazz. But even still, these lights are insanely bright. They're great. It's like this like clear like white plastic or something that is in front of the light, like uses as the lenses, so the light can just like expand on those. And honestly, it looks sick. Like for me, that's like my favorite part of the figure, if not the scale. And speaking of scale, I'm gonna put him back on my shelf that I already have him on. So you can kind of see him next to my other 1/6 scale. This isn't a 1/6 scale. Relative to the movie, it's like a 1/200th scale or something like that. I don't know how big he was in the movie. Alright, and there. I got him back standing roughly where I had him. This is just how he stands in my collection among my other 1/6 scales. Just like in reference to those scale, this one would be about probably 14 feet in real life. In his like original like first comic appearance, he was about 30 feet tall or something like that. So like about half of that, just a little under half of that. That's pretty good for that. I will say with these ones, like this is just how I'm gonna keep them. It scales well with these lines. Also, my shelf I have them on is like it's just like the top of like essentially just a bookcase I have. It's just like a 3x3 cube shelf thing. But yeah, just on the top, it's an open top. I see a lot of people who have like those like display cabinets that they put their figures in. I'll probably have one of those one day too. Until now, this one works perfectly. There's no like height like limit I have to worry about. It's just like in front of my window. Moving on from the figure, I'm gonna go on to his accessories that he came with. So he's got the entirety of the Pentax 4, as well as the Silver Surfer that you can attach via these little pegs that are on these like little mini itty bitty figures. Like, here's one for that. Oh, picked up two. As for the visuals on these little buddies, yeah, you can clearly see that's like Mr. Pentax and like stretching all that, wearing a suit. There's not really any like face detail or anything on them. It's just kind of like what they could do, which like this thing is tiny. I don't imagine how they gave the Pedro Pascal's face on this thing. They probably could, who knows. But yeah, these things, they just plug into like the figure. They have actually in the instructions like where the figures go, like what pegs they're supposed to go in on, which I'm not, the manual is like on my desk somewhere, but just for reference I'm just gonna like plug in like one or two or something. This is the Silver Surfer Shallow Ball from the movie, and so these things are really tiny as well. Be careful not to lose them. But yeah, you can just plug this one in, kind of wrap it on his arm like that. And there is the entirety of the Fantastic Four, including the Silver Surfer on Galactus. Kind of looks like they're all like taking a jab at him. I will say, in my display, given I got him alongside like other actual like characters in 1/6 scale. I know this one isn't exactly 1/6 scale, but you get the idea. I'm not going to be displaying them with the Fantastic Four little figures they come with. They're a lot of fun just to like have on the figure. but I personally won't be displaying them on the figure. Later down the line, like if I were to have this figure just like in its own like on its own like shelf or whatever, just by itself, I would probably do it. But for now, I'm just gonna put them back in the case that they came with. Alright, so moving on from the little accessories it comes with, I only bought the regular edition. The special edition came with like a metal card thing. I wasn't really too interested in that. Apparently you can get the same card with like any of the Fantastic Four figures you can buy. So if I decide to get like I want to fill like the full line. I want to get like probably first one I'll probably do is probably Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, because he's my favorite character out of the four. But eventually I do want to have like the full Fantastic Four, and with any one of those I can get the special card thing. So maybe with one of those I might do it. Who knows? So a couple of figures I can size compare with that aren't already over there. A few from my 1/12 collection. So first one up here is the Marvel Legends The Thing. Sending them right on the same like surface. As you can see, they scale pretty well with like the origin, like how the original iteration of Galactus would have gone, being about 30 feet tall, and scaled against this one is about 30-35 feet tall. So there you go. If I had a shelf, if like my Marvel Legends shelf was big enough to put this guy on, then I might have put him on there just because it's like so big and scales well against a lot of them. Like here's even Captain America, who is like holding his shield and everything, and he even like would scale well if I were to put them in like a dynamic battle against Galactus. But you know what? That's okay. I'll keep him on this shelf because I already have a Galactus on that shelf. Obviously not as big as an impressive as this one, but still something nonetheless. So this is the one I usually put on that shelf. This is like this little like simple one, though it does have a bunch of articulation and that one doesn't. Like this one, you can move the arms like up and down. You can on that one. You can only move them forward and back. This one you can move like bend the arms at the elbow. Though it does have like the same like wrist thing going on, so that's neat. This one, head, all the way around without a problem. This one you can move the legs, but not really that much due to his like skirt or whatever the crap this is. And even then, like I said, what are you gonna do with the legs? What are you? Can't really make him like sit down or anything like that. Can't like he doesn't like. I guess you can put him in like a somewhat flying pose. So to set up a little bit, just like up or down like that. Yeah. This is the one I typically display. I just got this one from like Walmart or Amazon or whatever. Like $20 when I got it, probably less now. And yeah, it is like it does have like this like the similar like textures on it and all that jazz. That one does. Obviously that one's a much bigger scale and a bit more like refined in the paint detail and the realism factor or whatever. So all in all, I would give this figure a good 7 out of 10. Scales well with my little villain shop going on here. So articulation, like I said, isn't much, but for what it can do, I think it's just enough. And like I will always say, the light up eyes are the best part of this figure. Like if this thing couldn't move at all, but could still do the light up eyes, I might have just bought it just for that. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. You know, give it a like if you're into action figures, Marvel, superheroes in general, who knows. And yeah, thanks for watching.